The new Hohem M6, this gimbal right here, is a fantastic gimbal that works extremely well, but it has one major flaw. When you're filming like this with the ultra wide angle lens, you can see the gimbal in the final shot, and that's absolutely a deal breaker for me. Hey man, just press the button 4 times and see the magic. Just 4 times? Well, that changes everything. Hey, what's up everybody, Julian from SmartphoneFilmmakingPro.com here, the ultimate online course about smartphone filmmaking. In case you're new here, welcome. On this channel we oftentimes talk about smartphone gimbals. I oftentimes share different tips and tricks on how you can get some better videos using your smartphone. So in case that's interesting for you, make sure to hit that subscribe button. So today, like I said in the intro, we will talk about the all new Hohem M6 smartphone gimbal. This one right here, I've had this for a couple of weeks already. I have shot a bunch with this, and in this video I'll share with you my thoughts, and I'll share with you the top features, and overall I will just share a bit of how I'm liking the gimbal. I will divide this video into a few different categories, so you can also jump around at the bottom of the video and find out the specific things that you're most interested in. So first of all, let's talk about what you get inside of the packaging content, and that's something that's really nice with this gimbal. Not only do you get the gimbal itself, the table tripod and the cables, but you do also get a very nice carrying case that offers some nice protection for your gimbal. That's very handy in case you're bringing your smartphone gimbal with you on the go, so you do not have to worry about scratching your gimbal or destroying it on the go. So that's something that I really like. So first of all, let's talk a little bit about what you get inside of the box. And inside of the box you can find this carrying case right here, and that's something that I really enjoy with smartphone gimbals when they have a nice carrying case, because if you only have a pouch or nothing at all, in my opinion, this does not offer some nice protection for your gimbal, and then you always have to worry if you bring your gimbal with you on the go. So this is just very nice because this offers tons of protection. If you open that up, then of course you get the gimbal itself, you get a little table tripod, and you also get a bunch of cables that you can use to connect your gimbal to your smartphone, and it's a lightning cable and a USB Type-C cable. And something that's also really cool with this gimbal, you can actually connect the phone to the gimbal, and then you can charge your phone whilst you are shooting. So that's something that's really cool. Not all gimbals can do that, but that's basically it for the packaging content. The setup process with this gimbal is super simple. Basically, you only have one knob here at the back of the gimbal, and there it also has a scale. So if you have figured it out one time, like how you need to balance your smartphone, then you can basically just mark it or remember it. And that's basically the only thing that you can sort of manipulate. You can also see here at the back, you can slide your phone upwards and downwards just a little bit, but overall the balancing process is pretty simple. And one cool thing with this gimbal is it has a payload of 400 grams. So in case you're using just a regular smartphone without any add-ons, then also if you have not balanced it 100% perfectly fine, it will still work just fine. So overall, when it comes to the setup process and the balancing process, that's super easy in my opinion. So now let's talk a little bit about the feature that we have sort of teasered a bit in the intro. And as you can see right now, this axis right here is now at the back of the gimbal. And this is how, for example, the Science Smooth 5 is looking. And if for whatever reason you wanted to change that, like I said in the intro, you can just press this trigger here 4 times. So let's do that. And then this part of the gimbal changes. And you know, like I said before, I do not know any scenarios where this would make a lot of sense, to be honest. But it's just nice that you have the opportunity, and I'm sure sooner or later there will be an occasion when this will be super handy. So some scenario where this might be helpful is if you're filming yourself using this gimbal, because then you do not have this axis in front of you. So yeah, overall I just like that you have this opportunity. Basically, this gimbal has tons of different modes. You can just cycle between them if you press on the M button. Right now it's in the PTF mode, which stands for pan, tilt and follow. If you press on it once, you switch over to the locked mode, and now all the axes are locked, as you can see. If you press one more time, you're in the POV mode. So now all the axes are unlocked. If you press one more time, you're in the pan and follow. so it's not tilting. And then we're back here in the PTF mode. So these are the standard modes. Besides these regular modes, the gimbal does also have an inception mode where it's doing a full 360-degree spin. That's something that is really cool. Not all smartphone gimbals can do this. For example, the DJI OM6 and OM5 and OM4 and all of the predecessors are not capable of doing this, but with the way and how this is built and how the mechanics are working, you can do a full 360-degree spin, and you can basically do it until the battery dies. So that's very nice. You can also access a sports mode, which is really cool. For example, if you're shooting some for basketball, for example, that's one occasion where I see this feature, and basically you just have to press the button here at the back. Then the mode on the display switches over to S, which stands for sports, and now it's super agile and it follows all the movements super quick. Whatever that you like, you can also do that in case you want to film some epic videos of your kids playing. But yeah, it's just really cool that you have lots of options, and when it comes to having lots of options, this is really nice. Now let's talk a little bit about this light here that you have on the top of your gimbal. You can attach this magnetically super easily. You can use that facing forwards, but also facing backwards. And this is not only a light, but this is also an AI tracking tool, which is really cool. Hohem has already announced a similar thing with the iSteady V2, I think it was. And now they have also brought this over to this one, but now it's even better because it's basically detachable and you can just switch it around. And what you can do with this is, first of all, you can just turn on a light and you can dim it, and that's the basic thing, and that's cool that it has it, but that's nothing special. But the thing that is cool is the AI tracking capabilities. And the way on how this works is super simple. Here on the side, you can turn this on and off, and then it basically blinks a few times red, and it also gives you a visible signal by, blinking twice. And then all you have to do is you basically have to tell the gimbal that you are the person that wants to be tracked. And you do this just by doing this right here. And then the gimbal turns green, and now it automatically follows me around. I mean, you cannot see it right now, but I'll show you some B-roll shots where we were using this. And that's just super cool because, first of all, it works really nice. And just, by the way, one thing, you can stop it by doing this. And yeah, like I said, first of all, it works really nice. It works with the front-facing camera and also with the back-facing camera. But the thing that makes this absolutely amazing, and the thing that makes this stand out for me personally, is that I do not have to use any specific app to get use of this feature. Because with other gimbals, they also have similar features, but this basically only works with software. And with this one, this does it with some AI technology. Whatever that means, it doesn't really matter. But the cool thing is it works with every smartphone. But I also like to use some proper third-party apps like the Beastcam app or the Moment Pro camera app or Filmic Pro, because with these apps I can just get the best quality possible. And with other gimbals, I'm always limited to their own apps, which most of them do not support HDR and all of that stuff. So overall, this AI technology is working really well. I've tried that a lot, and yeah, I gotta say it worked absolutely fantastic. And as far as I know, the Hohem M6 is the only gimbal that can do that, where you can also switch between the front and the back camera. So if that's something that you like, if you're a live streamer, I get this question very often, if this gimbal works with live stream apps. With this gimbal, basically it doesn't matter because, like I said, you can use it with every app. So in case that's interesting for you, definitely check it out. You can of course also use this gimbal in vertical mode, not only horizontally. And the way on how this works is not by pressing a button, unfortunately, but basically you just have to take the phone mount, just spin it 90 degrees until it locks in place, and then you can just take your phone, put it in again, then you can balance it, you should balance it. But just for the sake of this video, I'll just turn it on very quickly. And then, as you can see, I can start shooting vertically without any problems at all. When it comes to the stability and the smoothness of the shots that you can get with this gimbal, I will make this very short. It's absolutely perfect. I did not have any issues at all. With most gimbals these days, you will get some very steady shots if you know how you can use it. That's, in my opinion, always the most important thing, that you know how you can use the gear that you have, because these days most gear is already pretty good. And that's also the reason why we have created Smartphone Filmmaking Pro. In case you would like to learn how you can master filming with your smartphone, you can check out our all-new starter course that we have just launched. This is a condensed version of our full masterclass where you can find 30 videos, a bunch of different downloads, and you can get started just for $27. In case that's interesting for you, I will definitely link it down below. All right, so what's my conclusion of the Hohem M6? And like I said at the beginning, this is a fantastic gimbal. I have been using this for a couple of weeks already, and I did not find any issues with it at all. Like I said, at the beginning when I was using it for the very first time, I was just frustrated that I could still see the gimbal in the final shot when I was using the ultra wide. But since this has this cool technology where you can switch this one axis from one side to the other one, this problem completely disappeared. The final results are looking amazing. The AI technology works extremely well and, surprisingly well actually. And yeah, overall I have to say I was really happy. You can also use their app that comes with this gimbal. Then you can also enable a couple of extra features like using this wheel here on the side and a few extra buttons. To be honest, like I said, I like to use my own apps, if I can call them like this. So Filmic Pro or the Moment app or also the native camera app. And with these apps, these buttons here are not working. But like I said, in case that's something that you want to do, you can also use their own app. I have tried it, it also worked just fine. So in case you're in the market for a new gimbal that has a bit of a higher payload, you can use that gimbal easily with an add-on lens or with a case or with a filter system. That works just fine. So in case this description describes you, then definitely give this gimbal a shot. It was just brand new released, so yeah, you will be future-proof for the next couple of years, I guess. If you have any further questions, make sure to let me know. In case you have not checked out our starter course, like I said, we just also launched that brand new. And in case you have not seen the video where I'm showing off a magic trick by Zach King, then watch this video over there.